I ran 5 miles before I came here.
Oh, fair play. Fair play.
I do not have a runner's body.
runner's mind, don't worry.
A body that was built to take hits and give hits. And running is like fucking cinder blocks on my feet.
Do you like running? Like, do you enjoy it, or?
I do, in that my whole body feels good afterwards, but the actual fucking act of it, like 7 knee surgeries and lots of aches and all that shit. Yeah. So I'm running a couple of braces, like a brace on each knee, and
yeah.
But
is that from hits or twists or everything?
Yeah, the shit completely fucking destroyed my knee at one point. But I've ran one marathon in 2017 just to fucking say I could.
Yeah. But fuck, I don't think I could ever do it.
I wouldn't do it again.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wouldn't do it again.
There's a strange obsession with marathons, you know, that's like, I know it's a goal and it's a milestone, so people go to it, but there's a cult of marathon running for sure.
I like the idea of just doing it once to fucking say I did it.
Yeah.
It's kind of like going to see the Northern Lights. It probably gets slightly boring after the first time. Once is enough. Although I've seen Northern Lights more flying home.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh really? That's class.
Like I'd say 6 or 7 times on the flights that I've been home in the middle of the fucking crossing.
Yeah.
The captain will come on, go, if you're on the left, look out the window.
Wow.
It's just fucking there.
Yeah, that's really cool.
It is. It is amazing to see.
Last year was I think one of the biggest Northern Lights displays in Ireland.
Yeah.
Jealous, everyone posting the picture. So I heard that, and I've heard people say they'll post a picture and they say, it doesn't actually look as good as this. It's still class. It's still amazing. Yeah. But for some reason, they're taking photographs.
The lens is like enhanced. Yeah.
So it's kind of funny. So you're headed home to Ireland. What's anything
July
new?
1st. It's the longest stint that I haven't been home in 2 or 3 years now.
Oh really?
Because February was the last time.
That's when
I know.
Let's go. Do you go home more than every 4 months?
I was going every 3 months for a while.
Jeez, that's fucking impressive.
Yeah, I felt I had to make up for lost time, because for the longest stretch it was once a year.
Yeah.
And sometimes 0. Come on, it's him.
He's delicious. Thank you, Tim.
Very well.
So anything, are you going to do anything different this year, or is there any different thoughts in your mind when you go home? Like any plans for shifts when you go home?
The purpose of the visit is Mum and Dad's 50th anniversary, which is
lovely,
stellar.
Yeah.
And I brought them over to celebrate it over here a little bit, but they just want a little family dinner. We were ready to go and give a big fucking party vibe to it. And they're like, no, just dinner with us is all good.
That's lovely.
That'll be nice.
Your sisters are all at home, right? They're not.
Yeah.
They go. Did they have any intentions of traveling like you did? Did they ever?
They all did at different points.
Yeah.
Aoife did the J1 visa thing.
Yeah.
Fiona lived in Australia for a year. And then
that's the Irish journey there, like students after college go up to Australia.
Yeah. Yeah. So Aoife was a J1.
Yeah.
And then she extended for a while. She got sponsored or whatever, and she worked for a while.
Is there more men that emigrate than women? Love to see statistics on that.
No idea.
You know,
I don't think.
You know, there's definitely no more Irish men that I know. But again, that's like.
Well, and then my younger sister Rio, she went to, she did the fucking European Interrailing thing for several months.
I did that as well.
Did you? Was that where this?
Oh Jesus!
On the fucking, was it use it? Was it use it pass?
I don't know what it was at the time. It might have. Yeah, we went to the use. Yeah. Use it offices.
Use it offices. Yeah.
I'll give mine a second more. Patrick is still.
So here's a story. So I came over to America with a girlfriend when I was younger.
Oh, before?
And we had to.
How old were you?
Oh, just for a quick visit, for a week.
Like 21?
Not that old, 18.
So, cool.
And we did the use it thing.
Yeah.
She was in IT Tala, and we were having a cup of tea before we went to board. Both sets of parents were with us.
Yeah.
And we lost the fucking boarding passes, and ended up we were about to basically sprint our way to the user office, which was next to the Virgin Megastore.
Yes. So
I'm not signing no in the air. You can use that story whatever the fuck you want to.
Good man. Do we have permission?
Yeah, absolutely.
Excellent.
Record that now.
Listen, congrats. Enjoy the rest of the day.
Rest of my life.
Good man.
Yeah, fair play.
Cheers, Riley.
Okay,
all right, good luck.
Take it easy. There's always a story. Always a story. We'll get into that later.
Yeah,
carry on with your.
I'm parched here. Hang on.
Cheers. Yeah. Okay.
Cheers. Slant it. Yes. Oh, she's delicious. Yeah. I find myself protesting the fucking G-splitting thing.
I'm not getting caught up in that.
Exactly. Anyway,
but you have a good slurp of it. The first one, you do.
So we ended up. Long story short, it ended up being a mad fucking search party for it, and the people that worked in the restaurant were helping us, and we were about to go back to the user office to try and sort it all out. Right?
Where were you at the time?
In Dublin Airport.
So in the airport, you went back to the user office.
We were nearly about to as a last resort, and then somebody found it out in the trash area. It had gotten stuck to the bottom of a tray and got lifted and went out with the tray.
But you fucking found it?
Found it and ended up getting on the plane.
It's a lovely happy ending.
Yeah. The starts of my adventures often start dramatically. Like when I was leaving to come over here at the very beginning on the solo adventure, my whole family came to the airport and were seeing me off. And then my mate was late in traffic. So I kind of hung on. And I had just crossed the security line when he finally showed up. And the security guard wouldn't let me come back across the security line. So we just had to cut it out at the fucking gate. Then I had to sprint to the flight. My name was getting called, like last call, all that shit. Sprint to the fucking flight. And I had these old pair of like tracksuit bottoms on, and the pockets were kind of mid-tide or whatever. And my boarding pass,
I'm trying to picture this.
Sprinting through the airport to get to the gate, my boarding pass fell out of my pocket without me realising it. So I got to the gate with no boarding pass, having been called for last call. And then I was like, fuck, it's fine. So I had to fucking look around, and I was starting to retrace my steps. And the gate agent saw some lady, like the biggest fucking in our Dublin accent in her. PR mister. Waved me boarding pass.
Got your boarding pass.
Gave her a big fucking hug. Like, thank you. I got on the plane.
Could you not get on the plane without it? Would they not let you in? If you're at the gate, if you're past security.
You still need your fucking boarding pass.
Yeah, but I'm sure they make an exception for a nice, handsome Irishman like yourself. That
I don't think the Dublin fucking ladies care that much.
I know a lot of Irish people know the story, but you listen to the one again. You've heard the story before about those two kids hopping on a plane from London. Did you know that one before?
I had heard about it a couple of years ago. I never realized there's a whole recounting podcast. So listen to the podcast. It's fucking brilliant.
Awesome.
Like 10 and 13 or something.
That's right. Two lads, 10 and 13-year-old from North Dublin, probably around the corner from you.
Yeah.
Doing the same thing you would be up to?
I'm South Dublin. But whatever, the equivalent. Not the north side.
Yeah.
Darndale, yeah. I don't know how. Like, you'd never get away with it nowadays. But growing up in the 80s, you can see how,
Yeah.
It was easy to bunk onto the buses and bunk onto the trains.
Right. So two kids that were all used to bunking off school. It's a great word, bunk.
Yeah.
By the way. We used to say scheming back in Balnash. Scheming school today. So they got on the Dart to Dunleary. They got from Dunleary on the ferry at a second attempt to England. I think they ended up staying the night with someone who saw them hanging around and give them somewhere to stay in London. And then they hopped back on the train, but instead of going back to the port, they went to the airport.
Went to Heathrow.
And ended up getting caught in JFK Airport trying to get downtown New York.
And they said they gave the same excuse about 6 times.
What was it?
Me ma's behind me with the tickets. Every time.
Fucking brilliant trick.
Me ma's behind me with the tickets. Which makes sense if you're fucking 10 years old trying to get on a plane. Like,
who would be doing it? But it wasn't it wasn't their first time over in England. They had done it a few times before.
Yeah.
It was the first time making it on the plane.
It was the American extension that made it.
Here's something I didn't know. So they got on, it was an Air India flight.
Yeah.
And the reason why it wasn't busy is because 2 weeks before, an Air India flight had blown up off the coast. So I haven't looked into this one. Have you gone deep on that?
I'm just a plain nerd, so I knew that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Really? What was the story of that? Do you know the?
I don't know what I remember the details of what happened, but it's like commemorated.
Yeah.
Because the fucking lifeguard and all the around Horseman House. Yeah.
It's fucking mental. Like, mental. So yeah, no, I hadn't heard about that one. That was
but that was funny because once they were on the plane, they fucking made it on the plane.
Yeah.
The same excuse counted at the plane door. You mean man's behind me with the tickets. And then
why would you again at the time? Why would you object?
They got fed curry for the first time.
Yeah,
they're in fucking Air India, so they got this spicy curry for dinner, and he was like, "I couldn't eat. I just had some of the fucking bread."
It was probably like the least spicy thing in the world. I would tell you the first time I had spicy food. It's embarrassing but hilarious.
I am renowned for being the blandest, mildest, least spicy taster in my circles. Well, what are you a fan of it now?
I was I love spicy food, but this was like 16. I would never had spice. Like we had a spice rack in Ireland. It was a spice rack. It was like white pepper. That was the height of our homes.
Yep, that's basically what the spice was in the blood.
Put a bit of spice on it, salt. I was in Port Stewart playing football tournament when I was 16, and I ordered a chicken burger, chicken sandwich from.
It
was called a Zinger Power Burger from KFC.
Okay.
I thought I was having an allergic reaction because it was like 6. I thought it was like fuck. I thought it was like
you fucking captured.
I never known like. There's my Northern Ireland accent. I never know. I thought I was having an allergic reaction because I had a Zinger Power Burger. If you ever have a Zinger fucking burger now, you go home.
No,
it's like it's not spicy. There's no spice to it at all. Like I hardly even fucking notice it. Yeah.
My only our only experience with spice before would have been fucking Chinese takeaways.
Yeah, that was
curry sauce.
Yeah,
which, my friend Brian got mad into Indian cooking for a while. He ended up competing for fucking hotness.
Really?
Yeah. When he came over here, we went to Buffalo Wild Wings specifically because there was a hot wings challenge.
Jesus.
And he did it and asked for more.
Jesus fucking Christ.
He just fucking loves his spice. Like,
dude, my brother.
No, I'll tell you what, his fucking farts out, man. So it's farts so fucking clear around, like.
Well, it sounds like his fucking stomach is not doing anything anymore. No. It's like, fuck it, away you go.
It's fucking, it's Jesus. And everyone knows if we're out and there's a certain smell, we go, for fuck's sake, I can go out and find it again.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, anyway.
We have to go there. No, they used to have one, there was a place, the place in Boston called Last Stop or Final Stop or something like that. My brother had hot wings and he did the challenge all the way.
Yeah.
His stomach was fucked up for a year. Because the food went for the fucking hottest, and he doesn't fucking go for hot. I did do some challenge. Remember Man vs. Food?
I never watched it by now.
So it's great. It's actually interesting if you ever are going on a road trip and you can spot the places they go to, because usually the places are sure there's a challenge there, or they make up challenge, but it's an amazing sort of spot they usually have.
Yeah.
So I was in Portland, Oregon. We did these habanero fritters.
Okay.
And so really hot, so hot, like you couldn't even feel the heat anymore. Your face is just you're just vibrating. It's just vibrating.
That's not attractive to me.
But we survived it. And instead of if you get 5 of them, eat all 5, your face goes up in the wall, photograph goes up in the wall.
Yep.
And we shared them between 4, survived it, went about our business, and we're like, all right, we're going back tomorrow. Time to get our faces on the wall. We did not go back the next day. It was a painful night. It was hotter going out than it was going in.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ, Paul.
That's it. You started it. Needless to say, there was no getting our faces on the wall.
No, there's nothing wrong with a fucking perfectly bland curry sauce and shit.
Just don't have to have it bland.
Or if the onion rings are fucking great, a little bit of curry sauce with onion rings even. Great stuff.
I think there's a nice place in between both of these extremes. Patrick, there's Irish spicy.
Yeah, exactly.
So we've changed a lot. It's like, I'll go home and have the fucking spice. The lads will get the spiciest fucking Indian fucking, what do you call it, the vindaloo.
Yeah.
Like, people are well into that at this point. But that's a crazy thing. Like, the difference between growing up in Ireland, like, fucking 30 years ago, 40 years ago, and fucking now.
Well, there wasn't the fucking cuisines. It
was, like you said, the Chinese.
Chinese was a bit better.
Maybe an Indian restaurant would have started appearing.
I think my first time in a Mexican restaurant was here. I don't think.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of them now. But I never had Mexican food before, can I?
there was one that had popped up in Belfast, and very different. And you get over here, these places like, you know. But no, it's gone. Someone was complaining about this lately, right? About Dublin being just all about the food and the fucking the kid TikToks and the food and whatever else. And
but you know, I ended up protesting Chinese food here for a while because I couldn't get chips. I couldn't.
So
nowhere served chips with the fucking curry sauce, and they'd give you the weirdest look if you Chinese food. Could I have chips with that? No, it's a Chinese place now.
Biggest disappointment of my life was the place that did serve chips, and they were horrendous. And it was like it was all wrong.
Fuck.
You know, we have the spice bag that's doing rounds all over the world. Well, that's our cuisine now.
Everywhere is trying to spice bag now. Yeah.
It's a lot of fun, like arriving in the. Do they have them here?
The spice bag?
Yeah,
they do.
The paper bag.
I think they got a spice plate.
They might not.
Yeah.
Because the putting in the paper bag is the part of the.
Yeah, it's exactly.
Yeah, exactly. It's fun.
Yeah.
So I was going to ask earlier, is there anything you're going to do in Ireland that you've never done before? Like, is there something like you're going to check off a bucket list or anything you want to? Have you been to the Viking Museum tour in Dublin? How's that?
You mean one of the fucking like boat tours? There's a new one.
There's a new Viking. I have Viking experience. I don't know. It's a museum and a tour. Maybe.
Yeah, I think we went to Dublinia when we were in like primary school. Yeah. That, I mean,
is that the one? It's because I heard there was a new one. I don't know. Maybe
okay, maybe you're right.
I don't know.
Well, it's easier when Liam was with me for the first half of my trip this time. It's easier to try and find stuff that I've never seen with him. But so that was an interesting thing, right?
Yeah.
What popped up last week in our chats? I didn't realize so many people hadn't been to so many fucking
it's counties in Ireland.
How are you, Mick? What's the class? How are you keeping?
Good to see you. How are you? Doing well. Yeah. It was the counties, yeah.
Yeah.
So you've been to every county?
Yeah.
That's not common.
I know, but like, I thought, I don't know why it never occurred to me that it would. First of all, the country's fucking tiny, man, right? But I didn't realize. I think my sisters has been to like 12 or something. I was like, wait, what? What are we something?
Maybe that's something we fix. Because I was thinking we'd have a pint in every county. It's like, just fucking go to it for first.
Well, apparently, we just need to get you to go to the counties.
Yes. It is a sad thing that was.
So what I realized was that GAA is a great way, or was a great way to see the rest of the country. Because whether it was playing with a team, you'd go to tournaments, you'd go to fucking failures or whatever it was, or just going to watch Dubs play whatever they were playing in both hurling and football. You just kind of like ended up going everywhere. And then I have, like, my dad's sister lives down in Kerry. So, like, getting across to the West Coast was regular.
Well, a lot of people in the South never went to the North and probably still haven't gone to the fucking North. There was a fear in our day.
You can add my dad to that list.
Yeah. So we'll take him on the
I'm not sure. I don't think he may have gone to Belfast for the first time in the last couple of years.
Maybe like talking about incentives, prizes or things that we like people who get on shift or help us out. Raise it up, bring them on the tour of the 32 counties. Like that's because I want to do it myself. Bring your dad.
That'd be fucking deadly.
So it'd be fucking incredible.
It'd be fucking deadly, actually.
So take the pressure off the pint. You can have pints in every county if you want. If you want, get the extra special badge, do that. Well,
isn't that funny though? Because I cross the border regularly for sports.
Yeah.
From about 16 to 20. And it was always a fucking intimidating time. And sometimes it was more intimidating. Sometimes it was more scary than intimidating.
Yeah.
Like there were some proper fucking scary moments getting across that border.
Absolutely. I've been there.
And there was scary moments across the border. Like some of the places we played where we would get rocks thrown at the bus and all that shit. Right?
Yep.
But having a whole generation being kind of afraid to cross the border, it's horrible.
It is horrible. It's fucking
horrible.
Disgusting. I used to go up every weekend because my family was from the north. I was living in Mayo.
Yeah.
I would tell friends and they'd be like, never go up there. Like, and again, I get why. I see fucking bombings and fucking killings and shootings all the time.
I think having family in Cavan.
Maybe that helps.
We'd be, if I was staying with an aunt and uncle for a couple of weeks in the summer or whatever, they'd often dip into Fermanagh for cheap diesel or like, so there's some fucking
cheap petrol.
Or coming up on Christmas to do their Christmas shopping. So those little bits across.
Yeah.
So I think maybe I had a more natural connection to it. Because Cavan is certainly a border county to the truest sense, I think.
Yeah. I would say, I'm actually, again, I feel like a bunch of podcasts, I'm like, we have to do something together, but I need to take you out for a night out in Belfast, and you need to take me out for a night out in Dublin.
Fuck yeah.
You know, we need to fucking make that happen. And we should be, both should be fucking organizing our trips around that.
So, today on the newsletter, that the video we chose for the Pint of Plane.
Yeah.
The Dubliners played in a bar called Donahue, which is just off St. Stephen's Green.
Yeah.
And that's one of the best fucking pubs in Dublin City. Like top 5 for me.
Top 5, let's go.
And seriously, right? And the thing about Donahue's particular is that it's located right in the heart of town, so it's kind of prime tourist area.
Yeah.
But I would say it's a more local heavy attendance in that pub every night. The tourists come, but the locals love it.
You've made it happen. Give me your top 5 Dublin. I'll give my top 5 to Belfast. And again, we've been away for a while, so we're probably out of touch a little bit. But what's your top 5 favorite pubs in Dublin?
Mulligan's gets number 1.
Been there.
Anywhere around the fucking GA finals is just spectacular in there. In fact, it's like viral pictures of the fucking kegs outside that pub. I think that's the best Guinness. Donahue's probably 2. I love Kyo's. It's just off Grafton Street.
Kyo's are real small place. Is it like? Am I getting?
No, Kyo's is multi-level. It's right in the corner.
Oh yes.
And a lesser known one, I would say, compared to the first 3 there, is the Confession Box. It's on the north side of the Liffey.
It's a great name.
Do you know where that's
Confessional Box?
The Confession Box. So during the War of Independence, so the priests used to hold up there, upstairs, above the bar, and allow the leaders to come in and confess.
It's fucking incredible.
Like it's a historic connection as well. Like
it's a beautiful fucking thing. Like
it's a great story.
The fact that
it's a great story.
Not even a story, but just the fact that they were doing this for the cause, but they knew they would accept that it was a wrong thing to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you shouldn't fucking kill someone. Like it's a bit of fucking. It's amazing. It's a self-awareness of like. That's incredible.
Great story.
That's fucking incredible.
So that's an easy Dublin fucking favourite of mine for sure.
That's incredible. Can't imagine any of the wars going on right now. They're going home to fucking go to confessions afterwards. It'd be a fucking healthy thing to do on all sides.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like actually reflection on this is fucking war, you know?
Yeah.
Jesus, it's amazing.
Right, so what's yours?
All right. Number 1, the Crown Bar.
Okay.
Crown Bar is opposite the Europa. The Europa Hotel is the most bombed hotel in Europe. Was it 10 to 10?
Yep.
Across the road is the Crown Bar. They have amazing little cubby holes, like the cubbies.
Yeah. Snugs, you're talking about?
Snugs.
Yeah. It's a cubby hole.
Somebody must call them
Snugs. So I brought my team to Ireland in February, right? And I swear to fucking Jesus, the favourite thing about the whole trip for these people is that they got fucking snug. They walked to the rink all the way. They walked into a pub and they caught a snug with a closable door and a fucking sliding hatch, and they fucking loved it. And that is the fact that they had a pint in a pub in Galway in a snug.
Yeah,
is the top thing that they remember about this whole trip.
I love it. Well, that's okay. That's one of my memories from bringing Anisha over to Belfast. Was in this little snug. Just like a little, like just fucking.
Yeah.
So and then so I was in Belfast with Anisha a couple of summers ago, and we had a couple of people joined us. We chatted. They opened the door looking if it was free.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, sorry. When they closed it, we're like, oh, come on in.
Yeah.
So these two joined in, and we had a fucking vesta crack. So anyway, I'll get back to the story. So the Crown Bar definitely.
They paused there. What's the history of the snug?
I don't know.
For the ladies to drink.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It was, yeah.
That's fascinating.
A little private area for the ladies to have a pint. There you go.
This is worth the price of admission. I love it. So let me get out. The Crown Bar, the Duke of York.
Okay.
It's down this little alleyway, and it's the coolest little fucking little pub, little bar.
Yeah.
But it's down an alleyway. There's a street opens up, and there's like confetti and bunting and stuff, and there's people hanging out. Really brilliant. Around the corner from that is like a lesser. It's like an old man's bar, but they have Irish music. It's called the John Hewitt.
Yeah.
Which is again, it's not something you'd normally recommend.
The old man pubs had a fucking resurgence. I don't know if it's since COVID or if it's through COVID or if whatever. Every pub I mentioned in so they're all fucking mulligans. Kyo's an old man pub. The Confession Box is an old man pub.
Yeah.
The Palace is probably number 5.
It's Anthony Bourdain. Anthony Bourdain says about this. He says, you know Anthony Bourdain?
Yeah.
So, fucking legend. He said there's nothing more enjoyable. Somebody paraphrase it. In going into a bar at 3:00 in the afternoon on a quiet day, and there's nobody there.
Yeah.
Just yourself and the bar. Yep. And just nowhere I fucking feel that more than when I go home. And like, there's a bar in Muir Grafton Street that I can't remember what it is, but I can't remember the fucking name of it. But one of my happiest memories is going like in Grafton Street at home, going to this little pokey fucking bar, being just the only person there and just being happy as all fuck. Like the barman chatting, not too much in and out, whatever else. Really quiet, couple people coming and going, just like this.
Was it just off Grafton Street?
It was just off Grafton Street, down one of the side streets, maybe near the end of one.
So it's probably, Kyo's is towards the upper end, off one side, and McDade's is on the other. Lower down, you've got Brussels, which is like a fucking rock bar. That's not going to be your quiet old man pub.
Well, it's just a fucking the vibe. But actually, old man's bar. And the same way up the country, stopping somewhere random in a quiet place. Yeah. Right. I'll finish with my last thing. I got to finish the last thing. The last one's going to be a cheat. The second last one is, okay, so I had 3. I have 2 more, but I have a bonus one.
Okay.
One of them is Katie Daly's, which is a really lovely fucking old pub. And next door is the Limelight. Yeah. Which the Limelight is similar to maybe Small Feelings. Yeah. Okay. Like, so all the best gigs I've ever seen, fucking there. Amazing. And then the Empire. Fucking hell. This makes me really fucking nostalgic. The Empire as well will be another one. I won't get into that. But I do need a bonus one. In Enniskillen. Okay. There's a place called Blake's of the Hollow. Blake's of the Hollow? Blake's of the Hollow. It's one of the saying, like the Crown, they claim to be the oldest pub and whatever. Yeah. But it has the Snugs, and it has like, it's this old bar, little Snug, just really fucking, it's the one. Mm-hmm. They've extended to have an upstairs and a back and whatever else, but just the old bar is just where it's at. So if you're ever anywhere near Fermanagh, go to Blake's of the Hollow. Absolute cracker. So the ones that you mentioned, are they tourist heavy? Are they locals? They're both. They're both. Yeah. And then, absolutely, the ones that I mentioned are both. So, like, again, that's probably brilliant. Not all of them. Some of them are just quiet. Some of them are not. Yeah. Obviously, but like the ones that are touristy, it's not plastic patty. That's not at all. They only gave you 4. That's it. They only gave you 4. Good. You got to save the best for last. I was just right. So I said Mulligan's. Yeah. I said Donahue's. I said Kyo's. And the Confession Box. Those 4. Yeah, 4. What's your last one? The Palace. Which is right on Temple Bar. The Palace. Oh. Just think about the local tourist mix. And that's right on Temple Bar. That's like, if you turn onto Temple Bar, it's the first fucking pub on the right. The first building on the right once you get onto the fucking street. Like, yeah. I don't know if I've been to the Palace. Fucking old man pubs. Yeah. That's hilarious. Does that mean that we're getting old? Are we fucking old men now? Oh, we're fucking old men, lad. We're not old men, but we're fucking old men. We're not like, you know the fucking cute little dainty pictures you see in the black and white with all fucking farmers' hats and they're all in there like, they were our age. They look like they're 70, but they were our age. They just there was always the old man with the pig cap. There was always the old man as well. Like, we do have a bit of wiggle room, a bit of space.
What did you just pull out? Oh,
This
that's
is your
nice.
gift.
Oh, fucking deadly.
The Dictionary of Hiberno
That's fucking
English. I
brilliant.
heard about this one. Blind Boy does the forward, so that's
fucking
what I
hilarious.
thought
So I mentioned Hiberno. I said Hiberno English
You
on
said
the
it
meeting
today.
yesterday. That's fucking brilliant.
Yes.
Thanks, man.
Yes, I got one for Darren. I actually have to send one home for Jack, or else just I order them from home. So I should just maybe
Just tell Jack to go to the fucking bookshop. You can.
just send it to him. It's gonna be.
No, you do. It has to be good.
I'll get on it. I'll actually get on it immediately.
Yeah. So the feedback on the newsletter is still fucking amazingly positive. I love how we've been able to. We are telling the news in a way. Like, it is a newsletter. We're telling the news, but we're making people fucking laugh / smile.
It's the
And
crack.
it's the crack. Like, it does what it says on the tin. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's good stuff. Yeah. So Jack's doing good work.
He's great. He's great.
You're never ahead of me.
So I was going to say, I don't think I'm going fast.
Did I talk more today?
Maybe at the beginning. I don't know. It's like we have a dial and we're at the pub, but we don't have a fucking dial. It's like, oh Jesus, that's none of that.
Excellent. Right, you wrap her up.
Let's wrap it up. Fun though. Let's see if this one comes out well. This is an experiment for sure. My head is probably half out of the picture, but exactly. All right.
Right, good man.
Patrick, it's fucking fun. I love hanging out. It's lovely. Cool stuff. All right, wrap it up.
Good man.
Pint was lovely as well.
Huh?
Like, that was a fucking lovely. That was a lovely pint.
I think you're just thirsty.
I'd have to go and get this thing.